Hi, I'm Nellie Steele, and today I'm reading a fun scene from my book, Stone's Throw to Trust. Let's head over to the fire.
A few moments later, the front door slammed shut. He sucked in a breath, twisting back toward the living room. Was Ava upset? He hurried from his seat on the stool to the opening, peering inside. Her shoulders shook with sobs as she buried her face in her hands. It broke his heart to see her like this, especially over another man. One he didn't think deserved her at all, particularly after the way he'd been speaking to her lately. He crossed to her, perching on the edge of the coffee table as he rubbed her arms before he pulled her hands from her face. "Don't cry, Aves," he said softly. Her features pinched, tears still welling in her eyes as she raised her gaze to him. Her lips parted as she sniffled, her eyes falling a bit lower. She leaned closer, her lips pressing gently against his. His heart raced, his breath catching. The surprise move caught him off guard. His muscles stiffened before he slowly relaxed. His trembling hand floated in the air, unsure if he should pull her closer or not, still stunned by the action. Her warm hands cupped his face as she deepened their kiss. Warmth rushed through him, and he reached for her, intending to pull her into his arms, when she stiffened. She pulled back, suddenly, her hand covering her mouth as she stared at him with wide eyes. "I'm sorry, Alex. I shouldn't have..." Her voice, thick with emotion, faltered as fresh tears glistened. "I can't do this." "No, wait," he murmured, trying to stand on unsteady feet, but she was already running from the room. Her footsteps pounded up the stairs before her door slammed shut. He stood stunned for a moment, still trying to process what had happened. His fingers moved to his lips, the sensation of her lips pressed against his still lingering. The kisses they'd shared earlier had been nothing compared to this. Those staged events, while not unpleasant, lacked the heartfelt emotion he craved from Ava. This one, though, had been charged emotionally and filled with tenderness. Why had he hesitated? Why hadn't he pulled her into his arms so she knew it was okay, knew he needed her as much as she needed him, and that he reciprocated her feelings? He ran his still shaky hand through his hair as he scolded himself. Stupid, Alex, stupid. With a few heavy breaths, he coaxed himself to go after her. "You have to tell her how you feel," he breathed. "You have to." With his heart still hammering, he climbed the stairs and made his way to Ava's door. He twisted the knob, finding it locked. "Ava?" His knuckles rapped against the door. "Ava, open the door." "I can't," her breathy voice sobbed. "Go away, Alex." "No," he answered, his voice more forceful than he'd expected. "No, I won't go away. Open the door, Aves." Should he shout his feelings through the door? "Ava, we need to talk." "I know," she answered, her voice still shaky. He pressed his hand against the wood, wanting to see her face and tell her everything was okay. "So, open the door." The lock clicked a second later and the door swung open. Ava sniffled, raising her gaze to him with red-rimmed eyes as she chewed her lower lip. "Hi," he said softly. "Hi," she said with a hiccup before a tear slid down her cheek. "Oh, Ava," he soothed, pulling her into a hug. "I'm sorry, Alex. I'm so embarrassed." He stroked her hair, enjoying the close moment despite the obvious tension. His heart swelled as Ava clung to him. Moments ago they'd kissed, and in a few more maybe they would again. Maybe if she realized how he felt, she would feel better. Embarrassed? She nodded, her face rubbing against his chest. "Uh-huh. And annoyed." "With me?" "No. With me." "Why, Abe, I'm such a jerk." She pulled back, wiping at her cheeks. "I mean, Chris leaves and my first reaction is to kiss you? It's a total jerk move." He started to shake his head when she wagged a finger at him. "And don't make excuses for me. Don't say, 'It's okay, Ava,' because it's not. It's not okay. You deserve so much better than what just happened." He wanted to say that he deserved her, but it wasn't true. He didn't deserve her. He just wanted her desperately. But how could he explain that to her? How could he convince her that the kiss they'd just shared could be the prelude to a beautiful life together?
If you enjoyed this snippet, the full book's waiting for you now.